What happened to my authority? Man. When a man vows a vow to Yahweh or swears an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeds out of his mouth. Numbers chapter 30, verse 2, World English Bible. Could your authority be in the hands of another man or woman? There are men who have submitted their authority, according to the Torah, by simply not posturing themselves or by not speaking up to bind or loosen a vow or oath. Biblically, in Numbers chapter 30, verse 2, the Most High personally holds men responsible to do all that is vowed or put in an oath by the man. There is not another man who has the authority over him who can cancel his vows. Another man can tell him he released him from the vow or oath, but to the Most High, you are still held bound. Men must take the responsibility for their mouths, use wisdom, and know if vows or oaths are spoken by them, they will have to give account to make it good. Meaning, be willing to do what it takes to bring dysfunction back into function, or bring injustice into righteousness. The dangers and ramifications of this legal precedent set in the Hebrew text of Numbers chapter 30 verse 2 is we are offered the word asah, which is translated as do. At the risk of sounding too literal and semantical, the generic verb do here carries a plethora of responsibilities. Here are a few. If the man is responsible to do, he is responsible to commit, make, deal, offer, execute, keep, prepare, work, dress, maintain, bruise, fashion, labor, rot, and even sin. The point I am trying to establish is that no matter what the circumstances may be, the Most High wants a man to work until it hurts, or rot, even when he misses the mark, sin, keeping, guarding, maintaining his word spoken, or dress, preparing for whatever attacks or adversities that may present itself, wearing your word close to your skin, or fashion, to the point of being modeled and characterized by it. Those are just a few examples of the level of responsibility a man has when it comes to his vows and oaths. All the responsibility tied to a man's word. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verses 2 and 3 says, "Don't be rash with your mouth, and don't let your heart be hasty to utter anything before God. For God is in heaven and you are on earth. Therefore, let your words be few. For as a dream comes with a multitude of cares, so a full speech with a multitude of words." World English Bible. To utter means to offer rash words spoken outside of wisdom, usually in the form of a vow. These are the principles of our words that have been lost due to the abandonment of the Torah. When Bob was so passionate about his love for Lucy, he told her, "I'll love you forever." Is Bob still with Lucy today? Has forever come? Is Bob still bound? Men have submitted their authority to society. Our politically correct society emasculates men from speaking up to cancel vows and oaths from those we are biblically responsible for. Society has brainwashed men and women alike to believe women are not under the responsibility or authority of men. Dare a man have the nerve to posture himself as an authority over his wife, lest he be called a male chauvinist. Society teaches to utter whatever comes to their heart. Society has disguised it as free speech, which it is speech that binds a man's soul. Remember, there is no authority to take away these utterances for the man biblically, and men have turned the women over to society's authority. So who, what, or how is any order going to return to this lawlessness? Vows and oaths are being uttered in the hearing of men by the ones they have been put in authority over. Yet how many times are men annulling the words being spoken that go against the vision they have for their family and homes? The authority of man is being taken by pastors. Pastors are becoming second husbands to spiritually widowed women. In what form is this happening? When a woman denies her husband as the authority over her soul and submits to a pastor-like figure in her life. If this is done in her husband's presence and he does not renounce her words, the Torah says, it shall stand as confirmed. Anytime a woman vows herself to the pastor, even to the point where she claims the pastor as her covering, and the husband does not speak up against it, the husband submits his authority to the pastor. This is how pastors are becoming the second husband to spiritually widowed women. The husband can get his authority back if he would speak up for himself and take responsibility for his wife's soul. A husband that allows a second husband causes perversion, confusion, double-mindedness, infirmity, and shame in the woman. John chapter 10 verse 10 says, "The thief only comes to steal, kill, and destroy. I came that they may have life and may have it abundantly." This verse is constantly used by the Christian charismatic movement to refer to the devil, but keeping the text in context, Yeshua was referring to religious leaders masquerading as shepherds, stealing, killing, and destroying. They are stealing wives, killing a husband's authority, and destroying their home. You've been listening to Soul Bondage, Discovering True Deliverance, written by Gerald Hoshea Williams Jr., and performed by Mark Gunn from Mark Gunn Media, Inc. Thank you for listening.